Live from the Injured on the Go Just Call Mo studio.
It's a blast!
It's Orlando's own Tom and Dan.
Welcome to A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Tom.
I am Dan. We are live on Twitch and also on YouTube. Come on over and hang out in the chat room. Check out the shows. All of our shows replaying in beautiful 4K thanks to our friend SJ and to the very, very small team of people that we have behind the scenes doing social media, like Melissa and like Merchman Eric, who does all of your t-shirts and everything, and our good friend SJ that helps me here with the cameras.
Speaking of merch, we do have a new Tom and Dan straw hat,
Yes.
which I was wearing this whole past week.
How good is that hat?
It's a really. I got a compliment when I was at. We went to.
It's not too big. It's a properly sized hat.
Yeah.
I want to say it's almost like 3 centimeters smaller. It's got a tighter weave, and the pattern underneath it is better than the ones we've done before. It's a great pattern.
This brings up something that I forgot that I wanted to talk about.
What did we do wrong?
I was walking. We went to the Omni with some friends over the
Nice.
weekend. It's kind of like a land cruise. I was looking around like this is basically a cruise that
yeah.
you know
They walk to the pool, they get some ice cream. Yeah.
It's just like they're hurting everybody here, hurting everybody. Y'all have some hot
Go
dogs.
stand in the PP, eat your ice cream, go to your room.
But there was a couple that I walked by. They complimented me on my Tom and Dan straw hat.
Oh, they're
like,
swingers. They wanted your body.
they're like, oh, I like your hat. Where'd you get it? And then I was like, oh, this, it's a podcast. And they're like, oh,
Don't dismiss something. Don't worry about it. It's just a pie.
well, because I didn't know what to because
No, you're supposed to jump into salesman mode and be like, well, I'm glad that you asked. Hi, I'm Tom Van, one half of the world-famous podcast, A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan.
And they were like, oh, we have a podcast. And I'm like, of course you do. So everybody does.
No, you got to hit him with the reality, see? You got to go like, but is yours successful?
No. Well, is ours successful?
It's all in the eye of the beholder, right?
Yeah. Like, I have no idea. And they're like,
We
oh,
can
we
say
have
at one point we were.
500,000 listeners. I don't think anybody has that anymore. But anyway.
No. Well, they didn't. If they were there, the Omni probably not.
Ross McCoy's here. How you doing, Ross?
And, famously, and also Ross.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm bad at that.
If they're podcast, if they're like vacation podcasting, they're definitely doing better than you guys. Could you get a free room at the Omni
Did
for
you
your
find out
podcast?
what kind of podcast
Maybe
they do?
if I could get a hold of Mr. Omni.
What kind of podcast do they do? Did you ask him?
I'm not interested in anybody's podcast.
Hello?
You're not even interested in this one.
Yeah. So like, well, what kind of podcast you do? I could just search for any subject on any podcast platform.
I think people now are
and
doing,
there'll be one.
No, the number one is business. It's like whatever their business is, they have a podcast to it.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not that they have a podcast. Podcasting is our business. Theirs, it's different. Theirs is they have like a roofing business, and then they also do
podcasts,
like, and welcome back to the From Way Up Here roofing podcast. It's
Yeah.
a different world up here, the roofing podcast.
That block house ad we played a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, there's a new one.
Oh, they got billboards and stuff now. They're really pushing that block stuff.
Yeah,
dude.
there's a new one. I'm glad you mentioned that. Let's do a little update on Block because I did write that down. So a couple of weeks ago when Ross was in on a Monday, I played like this video of like, it's like say it's playing like a silly little sing-song children's song, and then it shows all these completely dodo idiot workers using lumber, like
Wood.
regular wooden
Using
lumber to
wood
build a
like
house.
idiots.
And they're like, look at how dumb these idiots are using lumber. You need block. And then all the block falls from the ceiling. And now they have a new one, Ross.
But it even goes further because like it goes infomercial style where the guys using wood like can't even hammer a nail. They like go to hammer a nail and they hit it all cockeyed and
He's
stuff.
Like, what's
like,
a hammer?
Yeah, they're like literally too dumb to even be in construction. And then when they switch to blocks, suddenly they're like masonry geniuses and they're using the trowel like Michelangelo.
Like
it's
AI
amazing.
robots.
Yeah.
Who are they marketing the block to? The average Joe?
Yes.
Yeah,
to build your
it's
house.
It's like a ask your doctor about block. You know, it's
Yeah,
like
it
that.
very much is that. Well, the new one, here's your update, Ross. The
Okay.
new one is that they've gone straight frame, and that is a concept that Tom and I have been winging around here recently. Fear rules everything around me. And now the new one, see, the last one was, look at these idiots using wood. And then the catch line is, if you use wood to build your home, that's like putting lipstick on a pig. That's the commercial, okay?
Yeah.
So for this new one, it's like, if you use wood and not block, you're going to die in a storm. It's very like hurricanes can take lumber and make it into toothpicks in a matter of seconds. You need block.
So, but what's weird is, like, Ross, you're friends with Bart Merrick, one half of the Bart Merrick team. And
Love me some Bart Merrick.
Just went shooting this week.
So, and Bart will tell you that you can, there's home builders that are building a community, and then you go in there, and then you like, oh, okay, we're building these houses, and you pick the layout that you want or whatever. And they're like, okay, there's 4 layouts. Here's 1, 2, and then which one do you want? Would you want the shutters? You pick the door color.
I think Bart would have been done with this story already. Like, Bart would have really.
My point is that they're building the house. Like they're not asking like you wanted wood or block. It's like
it's not paper.
There's
plastic,
4 layouts.
Right?
Now that you can, if you could buy a piece of property and you could bring in a builder, then you have a lot like individual. Like you have a lot more say on. Like, hey, I want to build this house on this piece of property, and then you build the house from the ground up, and the builder will be like, all right, so start from the beginning. What do you want to use, wood or block? But I feel like that's the super, like, I've never even seen anybody do that in my entire life.
Okay, so let me explain.
Like I never, like I've seen people around, but I don't know anybody that's built a house individually. Like I've met people that bought houses in communities and picked out and built.
And I've heard people ask, like, "What's that made of?" Oh, it's a block home. I've heard that before. Yeah. You know what I think this is? This is a nothing. This is a transfer of money. This is Big Block has a ton of money.
And they just had to put on marketing.
And they have to do something with it. So they have made a series of very complicated and very long commercials that I happen to watch on my stupid Peloton every goddamn morning. They are pointless. And they're just like, they're pocketing the money. Some of it they keep, and then
that went to the Big Block's friend that owns the Tom Van.
Now you got it. Now you got it.
Like, hey, I have to spend. They gave me $100,000 of marketing money just to put out. It's kind of like avocados from Mexico. It's like. That's a weird broad,
Is that what you call them?
No.
My God, they're called Mexican people. Look at these goddamn avocados coming in my country. You know what? You're in a terrible mood today, sir. A really racist mood today.
Yeah. But you're right. That's just a 100% waste of marketing money.
It's got to be because the commercial. Ross brought up an excellent point. Let's talk about it. There's at least 17 humans in the commercial. Way too many people. The house that they're building is a fake wooden house that they're actually building a house. It's got CGI pigs in it. It's got original music. It's like they're wasting so much money because they have to. They have to waste it.
What marketing waste? That's a good business.
Okay, let's put it out there. If you have some marketing money you would like to waste with T&D Media,
we'll help you waste
Tom's
it.
your guy, man. He's been
I specialize in that.
Yeah, he is the king of wasting marketing money.
CGI pigs every time.
Well, yeah. Because that costs a lot. I get SJ to do that.
Yeah.
I'll just put a pig costume on. It's cheaper.
I tell them it costs $10,000. I pay SJ $2,000. Middleman. Mm-hmm. The middleman money is where it's at.
Triple M.
Yeah, if you could be a middleman, that's where the money's at.
I think I could get some boiled peanuts.
No. Okay, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Daniel, you just got back from Georgia.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, I didn't really get to go on vacation. Like, when you guys went to Sweden, my trip to Tennessee was more of like a dance trip for Maisie.
Yeah.
So I had to, kind of hang out with her and just chill out and like and be like cooking dad, during that time.
Yeah.
And make sure, like her and Andrea are fed, and then really just keep the cabin clean. So, but I'm not doing anything.
Yep.
There's no true family vacation. We're not actively going out. We're not actively doing anything. So for this, I asked the kid where she wanted to go. We happen to love this cabin that is in North Georgia. It's on the Cartacay River. And so this will be our 3rd time we went, and every time it's just literally the most relaxing place that I have found for me and my family on earth. It's perfect for us.
Yeah. Going to the same place on vacation, some people are like, oh, don't you want to go to a different place? But there is a benefit to the same place.
In it, yeah.
Because like at first you get to, do a little bit different every time, but you know what you're getting. Like actually a true vacation, when you start jumping around to place, everything is chaos.
It can be, right. Yeah, you're right.
You're there at the end of it. You're just like, oh, now I get it. I see what I should have done, and I'll never be back.
And now I'll never be back.
And now I have a life of stress forever.
Well, it was funny, too, because this is the leanest we've packed because he's right. I mean, we do know what we need to bring.
You get better at anything the more you do it.
Yeah, you don't need 5 fishing poles. You need 1 good fishing pole. You need the
You learn the ins and outs.
You only need trout lures. You know, tiny.
Sounds like there was room for your guitar this time.
There was room for the guitar, but we did not bring guitar. I'm working up to that. I'm working up to that. You know, but yeah. So we packed up early to leave on Sunday. But my kid is obsessed with leaving in the middle of the night, which is something that I was obsessed with as a child.
It's better.
It is, but man, it took me like on the way back, which I'll tell you about. Like we left at 4. And
God damn, 4!
I had us in Orlando pulling into our driveway before lunchtime. It was 11:58 when I pulled the
Still the morning?
Yeah, it was still the morning. I was laughing about that. I was like, dude, I beat the morning.
Did you have to get up at 3:30 to pack everything?
No, we packed the night before.
Oh,
so the car is ready to go except for food. We've learned our lesson with critters and leaving like even snacks inside your vehicle. Andrea and Maisie have watched too many. They were obsessed with bears attacking cars, so there'd be no food in the car. So
I can't get in there.
So we pack up. We pack the car the night before. We get everything in there. You're supposed to have your change of clothes. You're supposed to have your toothbrush and everything out. That's all that's out, right?
Supposed to have according to who? Who wrote this book?
The Dennis Family Rules.
Dennis Family Rules.
They run their house like a military.
Yeah, we really do. Especially on trips. Andrea does kind of run road trips like very much like.
As soon as you get there, you prepare to leave.
It's an exhibition. Yeah, it's an exhibition, Dad. Like you are.
You already prepared to leave before you get there.
She doesn't do that, which is really funny. She unpacks all the way, which is really weird. Like she unpacks everything right into the dressers.
Oh,
like,
no, you use the dresser?
No, it's like we're living there.
Yeah.
Live out of the suitcase.
No, that's what I try to do.
Like the average Joe.
And we don't. We do something a little different than suitcases, brother. Have you been brought into the obsession and the wildness that is the compression packing cube?
I have no idea what that is.
My wife is obsessed with compression packing cubes. So I have a series of little square. They're like little flimsy little jiggy bags. I don't even know what to call them. They're like little.
Is it vacuum sealed?
No, they're like little silky bags with like
a mesh on top.
Like a mesh on. Yes, yeah. I guess she got it from your wife.
I think Andrea told Crystal about it.
No, I was gonna blame you. I was gonna blame Crystal because normally it works Andrea to Crystal, and I was gonna say maybe this time it worked Crystal to Andrea, but maybe it was Andrea. But okay, there are these. Is she in there? Yeah, she is in there. Oh yeah, people are saying they love compression packing cubes. Okay, so it's like this. There's different size little silky bags with like a mesh on the top. And you're supposed to roll up all your underwear and like your belts and, you know, your, I don't know why I said underwear and belts. I don't know why I even put those two together. Socks, your shirts and everything. And you put it in and you roll it all up in this cube and then you zip the zipper on this cube and you swoosh all the air out of it so it's so tight. So it's kind of like vacuum sealing. It's just, you're kind of just ass stuffing everything into this tiny little floppy bag.
But you don't have a machine with you to suck the air out. You're just kind of pushing it out.
Correct.
Like uninflating an air mattress or something.
Correct. And then you have to fit all the little square like bags into your suitcase and you can fit you can't fit a ton more.
Okay.
But it's also like the process of squishing all of your stuff into these tiny little floppy bags is wildly, insanely difficult.
And understand, if you're flying, then you got to fit in the overhead or you got to get it into a carry-on. But if you're driving, it seems like you got plenty of room.
I told Andrew I could just fill up a trash bag. That's what I used to do. We're coming home from St. Augustine for the weekend to see my parents.
Yeah.
I'd put dirty clothes in one trash bag and clean clothes in another trash bag.
Yeah, you're a gentleman.
And then I'd throw the trash bags away. Like it's no luggage. It's like
Circle
easy breezy.
Yeah,
it was like easy breezy. So, but anyway, we're.
But so these things, when you go on this trip and you wear all these clothes and they're all dirty and stained and stinky from foreign foods and such that you've eaten, do you put them back in the bag and roll them back up, or do you just stuff like a mountain of dirty clothes in the back of your car?
Okay, so Andrea always books a place that has a washer and a dryer, and we are supposed to do she does all the laundry before we leave, and then
laundry on vacation.
Yeah, and then you pack them all up into the packing cubes again, fresh and clean. So when you get home, you have clean clothes. Also, she also likes to have the house cleaned while we're gone, so when you get home, there's a clean house to come home to from vacation. It's wild, man. It's wild. It's wild.
What kind of life is this?
It's pretty awesome. I mean, like, everything looks amazing. I mean, it's very
where's
organized.
the fun?
It's highly organized. I keep asking her that. I keep asking where
no
the
fun.
I
like that.
There's none.
She's definitely murdering hobos to unwind.
Yeah, so
Just once or twice a week.
we were up at
Go on
3:30.
vacation, do laundry,
Yeah.
and they're like,
And Maisie loves it.
Get rid of all the data.
Maisie loves it. Like, meanwhile, like I drove. I'm the driver, and that first leg going to Georgia, I couldn't keep my eyes open. And if I'm being honest with you guys, I was falling asleep, and it was very much endangering my family.
No, yeah.
But I powered through it. But I powered through it
in the
because
robot car or in a regular car?
No, in my wife's regular car. I think my robot car was atrophied my eyes and arms for driving. I'm not as, like, when I get in when I'm driving a car in long distances now, the Tesla has made it so I start to fall asleep.
Yeah, well, it's driving itself.
Yeah, it's driving itself. So
Yeah,
I've
of course.
atrophied myself to the point now where if I'm driving a car and just the vibration of it is pleasing to me, it starts to fall. So I didn't tell them that I was falling asleep. The first 4 hours I was driving them, they're very dangerous. But I held it together, and I got him there, and I didn't want to tell him because I didn't want him thinking I was a pussy.
Yeah.
But I did it. But I did it. I did it.
You don't know this, but you almost died.
Yeah, I was like, a couple times you do the thing where you're like,
that'll wake you up.
Yeah, I was like, yang.
That gives you a good, like, 4 minutes of adrenaline. You're good for another 4 minutes
Yeah,
after that.
caffeine doesn't really work.
No, it stops working. So you got to do, like, a lot of cheek slaps.
I pinch the tip of my you-know-what.
Pinching's good.
Yeah, if you can pinch the tip of your you-know-what.
If you can fold your earlobe and, like, really pinch it hard, that'll do it sometimes.
Music you don't like works. I was using music I don't like.
I will listen to a podcast where I disagree with the host.
Okay.
I will listen to a podcast that makes me angry.
So I had Jim Colbert on. I had blasting Jim Colbert as loud as I could.
Sometimes 1 or 2 roadies will work. You're like, this loosened me up a little. I can stay awake. And then you're like, uh-oh.
But yeah,
I'm tired again. And this time, real tired.
But you're exactly right. There is some like real comfort in knowing you're going to the place that you know. Like, we knew exactly what we wanted to do. We immediately went down to because we had a whole day. I mean, we had gotten there. We had arrived before lunch, so we could get there, put on our swimsuits, and go right down to the river immediately. And the dog loves the river. Dansby is obsessed with the river to the point where we can't let him go by himself, or he'll just swim to his death. Like, he'll just swim and like, this is great, bye. I'm dead.
I don't know why dogs do that.
Yeah, just swim for the horizon.
Like, run off and never come back, or just start swimming off.
He will.
It's like, what?
I thought he loved me, but
you have a good here. Why are you swimming to your death?
And he's only 3 and in perfect health. You put a life vest on that dog where he's got a little buoyancy and he can stand and swim. He will swim. He'll just be like, well, I know my purpose now. I gotta leave. I have to leave you guys. Goodbye. So, yeah, we got there and immediately went into like chill out mode. But before we got to the cabin, because we had some time to kill, we got to the cabin, put our stuff down. We couldn't check in, but we could put our stuff there. The cleaners hadn't been there yet, so we dropped off some stuff. And then a lot of people are going to think this is crazy, but before we even checked into our cabin for our week-long retreat at the Cartacay in Georgia, we went 30 minutes out of our way to visit Norton's Nuts, which is in North Georgia. He is, I think it's Marble Hill is the area of Georgia he's in. And Norton's Nuts in Marble Hill, Georgia, he is the boiled peanut man. Like, he is, like, he's the guy. He, 50,000 people following him on Facebook. He sells out, like he'll sell out like in an hour.
How big is it? A roadside operation?
It's roadside, but he's running like 6 different humongous pots full of roadside peanuts. He's got all kinds of different flavors. Like, he has like OG regular. There's a Cajun, then there's a Danger Dills, which is like a spicy pickle.
Yeah.
He has like a lemon pepper. He has a honey sriracha.
Lemon pepper's such a good idea.
Yeah, he does lemon pepper. In fact, lemon pepper is like the one I think that sells out the most.
That's a really good idea.
So we went 30 minutes out of our way. Now,
how many boiled peanut stands did you drive by on the way to this guy?
You know what? Believe it or not,
really?
None. And he's kind of like cocky, like he's kind of got Tom Van level confidence, and he's like, man, there ain't no other boiled peanut guys around here, man, because I'm the guy.
Yeah, okay.
Like, he's kind of that guy, and he's like kind of brash about it, He's like, I'm the peanut plug. Like, he's got a whole, like, he calls himself the peanut plug.
Does he have merch?
He does. He has like T-shirts and stuff,
sign.
and he's got like his logo is a peanut with a goatee and like a backwards hat. It's very urban.
Is there actually
like a rapper peanut?
Hilarious.
brick and mortar structure?
He's
or
working
is it
on
all
that.
mobile?
He's working on a brick and mortar structure, but they've been really giving him the business online because apparently he's had it for like a year. It's kind of like me and my scooter project. Some of us peanut guys like to sit on our projects for a while. Apparently he's been sitting on this brick and mortar store for over a year, and he can't get the permits ready to get it up and running.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's
Brick and mortar changes everything. Shipping
a
changes
lot of
everything.
overhead. Then you
Yeah.
got to get insurance, and now you're bringing in the government.
But he made
never
it,
bring.
But
in
he
the
made a
government.
problem. He did a problem, and people called him out on it. He got the brick and mortar. He's building it out. What's the first thing you do? And this is what people do with podcasts. You get a T-shirt. He put his sticker right on the window of the place. Should have never done that because now people are like, well, that's your spot. And he's like, well, it's not ready yet. And they're like, well, it hasn't been ready for a year, so take your sticker down. I kind of agree with him.
That's why people put like the butcher paper in the window, so you don't even know what's in there until it's
soon.
completely ready. And then
cause,
big reveal.
Because permitting and all of that is terrible. But he seems like a very nice man, but he doesn't talk much. He's all about the nuts. And let me tell you how it went down. We got there. We were 9th in line, and it was over an hour before he was going to open. Over an hour before he's going to open. And we were 9th in line.
Goddamn.
Over 100 people showed up in the parking lot to get those nuts, and he sold out in an hour.
That I mean,
and he's in his pricing.
He's not doing it right.
He's not, and his pricing is so reasonable. It's too reasonable. It's $5 for a pint and $7 for a quart. $7 for a quart? You might as well just get all quarts.
Yeah.
$2 more? That doesn't make any sense, man.
What's the margins? I know like boiled peanuts must be cheap to buy.
Well, you don't buy the boiled ones; you buy the raw ones, and those are dirt cheap.
Yeah. Well,
and then salt.
I'm getting some shipped here tomorrow from Georgia. I bought a bushel. You ever bought a bushel of green peanuts and had it sent to your house?
Hilarious.
Because your daughter is
What's that cost?
$60.
Okay, $60 for
Now,
a bushel. What's a bushel? I don't even know what a bushel of peanuts is.
Me neither.
It's about half a pack.
we bought a half pack. We bought a half pack of peaches while we were there too.
How many gallons of boiled peanuts is that?
One
pounds?
hogshead.
I have no idea. I gotta ask.
16 imperial pints.
Yeah, is that 30 pounds of peanut? What is that? What do you think? What do you think a bushel is, Ross? 50 pounds.
Eighth of a barrel.
I think it's 50 pounds. Probably 50 pounds.
Okay, 50 pounds is what is that?
No, a bushel. Okay, a bushel of green peanuts is 25 pounds.
Okay, about the same as a quart of firewood. Okay,
yeah, which is good for me because I also been freaking out because like my story is all over the place. But so upon getting back and
were these like orchard fresh peaches?
Oh yeah.
How good was that? It's like biting into liquid sunshine. It's amazing.
Andrea and Maisie made a peach cobbler while we were there as well. Like we basically just sat in the woods and ate food, and it was awesome. It was awesome. They made a peach cobbler of this. They're called O. Henry peaches.
Okay.
Because we did the greatest thing you can do when you get to Georgia and you go to one of those roadside like little welcome places.
Yeah.
Walk in and just look around at all the old ladies and say, "Hey, what's good for bacon right now?" That's all we said.
Smart. That's actually really smart.
We had over 20 old biddies fighting it out to tell us which peach had the best flavor for bacon or which one would hold its integrity better under heat.
What a good idea.
Well, I can't take credit for it. Maisie did it. And so we...
Her daughter, my son doesn't even
she'll
understand.
Just talk to anybody.
If you're like, what is baked? They start pointing at something in the fridge.
Did you know?
Like, I don't know.
So they made like a peach... They made like a peach preserves. Did you know that cobbler? I'd never done cobbler like this. So they made the cobbler. They made it like out of flour and butter.
Yeah.
And they put it on the bottom. And then
brown sugar maybe.
Yeah. And then they put the peach preserves on the top, so it just looked like preserves. And I was like, well, what is this?
Yeah, and it cooks through.
It cooks through.
Yeah.
Like I didn't
and
know that.
Bubbles
it
up to
bubbles
the top.
Up.
I've
So,
actually done that.
Yeah, freaking fantastic.
It's
dude.
really good.
Best
like
cobbler
that.
I've ever had, hands down. 10 out of 10.
And it kind of like it soaks up some of that nectar on the way through, so your cobbler's real fruity too.
Yeah.
I do like let's drive to Georgia, do some laundry and some bacon. All right, gotta do that here.
Well, we did tubing too. I mean, like we went down the river 150 times, but yeah.
And you did like acquire ingredients from like the local area that you couldn't get here.
Well, I'm just making fun of
and
him.
probably there was some local laundry detergent that they used too.
I'm glad he is. Here's the other thing that's really funny because Maisie wanted to make that peach cobbler so bad. She had like put all the ingredients together at home.
and there's not enough room for the guitar.
So when we got to the cabin, there was a little bag that said cobbler on it, and it had all the dry ingredients in it, like ready to roll, man.
So she knew she was going to make a cobbler,
yeah.
but she didn't know what kind.
Pre-prepared.
She planned to make a cobbler.
Put the ingredients in the cube.
Yeah, that's what she had. She had all the stuff in there.
So it could have been like an apple cobbler, a different time of year. Once she got to that stand, and the old biddies, started telling her. It could have been any cobbler.
Since you're saying that, Ella J.
It's Schrodinger's cobbler.
Ella J, where we were, that is the apple capital of Georgia. So, I mean, it's a good place to be if you like fruit, I guess. But back to the peanuts. So, Maisie and I got obsessed with them all weekend. We talked about the peanuts all week. We talked about them.
They were that good? They were wait in line for an hour good? Or were they like the same as you would get at a 7-Eleven, honestly? Like, how put us between 7-Eleven and wait an hour?
Yeah. It's boiled peanuts. I will say that because my wife really likes them. And
they're great.
And they're great, but I haven't really had some. And I'm like, well, spit it out and be like, well, this is garbage.
Yeah,
it's all like, it's about the same as I always have. Spicy, non-spicy, I don't know.
It's salt. It's a brine. Like, how hard can it be? You're taking
the peanut is not going to change inside.
Don't burn them while you're boiling them.
It's not. It's not. We're not.
The plant is going to make a peanut.
Yeah.
It's all the same.
Yeah. So they're good. They were good. My complaint was that his Cajun peanuts aren't spicy enough. And his OG peanuts were just kind of like salty nuts. And I get it. You want to try to hit the target. So I don't make just OG salty nuts. I only make spicy nuts.
Okay.
Sorry. This is the way the dentists do it. If you don't like spicy, then you don't eat our nuts.
I'm going to investigate this lemon pepper, but otherwise
I'm into that too.
Yeah.
Like I do want to make some other different flavors too. But so Maisie and I kept talking about it, and Maisie's like, I think your peanuts, Daddy, are better than Norton's nuts. I think they're better. I think they're spicier. And I was like, well, would you want to make some with me? And then
by the way, how good does that feel? Because I get that every once in a while. Like, this is a really good cheeseburger. I think this is better than man, that's good.
It's a good feeling. Yeah. Which is why I instantly was like, whoa, you want to go into business together? We making peanuts? What are we doing?
That's awesome.
I instantly went up to Home Depot and they had one left. I bought myself a peanut cooker.
What?
I bought a Loco cooker. I almost bought the one that's a cart.
They have that at Home Depot?
I was going to say, I thought this was like a crazy online purchase or something.
I've seen the grills and the mowers up front. I've seen peanut cooker.
You got to dig in the back. Like, it's in the back. Oh, it's dusty as hell. It was so dusty, but they had
it work there. I've never seen a
do they have like a hot dog roller too and a popcorn machine back there? Like, what all do they have?
Me and the Grizz did try to steal a hot tub one time. They did have a hot tub, like an inflatable hot tub at one point.
That's hilarious.
And we were going to try to push it out the back door.
They have a whole series. I hadn't been in there forever either because I have a Traeger and I don't really need. And then I gave my Blackstone away to that BDM, and then so I went in there and then we looked it up online, and the one I wanted was made by this company called Loco, and they're out of Brunswick. Or no, they're out of Columbus, Georgia. They're like a Georgia company.
Okay.
And they're I think what they started with and what they specialize in is just like an aluminum pot that you can boil shrimp or peanuts in. That's all they sell.
Or a turkey.
Or like a turkey fryer.
Yeah. You basically like it's like that kind of thing. Like you put you lower the turkey in the boiling oil.
And you got a little gas ring as your burner at the bottom.
Well, this one's nice though. It has like it may help me put it together. It took a minute, but it's nice. It's got like push button electric start. It's got the 2 double blast burners that it's got a flattener that'll make your I'm using terms that I don't know here. I'm making up terms. Flattener is
I'm
not
sure the flattener's an industry standard.
But it's got like kind of a flattener on the bottom that'll make the flame like the same size as the pot.
Yeah.
So you have even cooking and all this kind of stuff. It's nice. Like, I mean, for like about $200.
So what are you going to do with 25 pounds of boiled peanuts?
I'm going to, well, first I got to upscale.
Is that the minimum order that this thing makes?
No, I could have gotten well, it makes 29 pounds of peanuts.
Okay.
So I figured if I start with a bushel, one bushel, and we'll go from there, Or maybe I can even do a half bushel with one flavor.
Try different flavors.
Sure. But I need to upscale and this is the problem I'm having, is I've been using like ChatGPT to try to upscale my recipe, because I do have a recipe. I have a recipe that I've been working on for a long time. You've eaten this recipe.
Yeah.
And there are secret ingredients I use in it that are different than what Norton's nuts would use.
Interesting.
He has a very traditional style peanut. Mine is very traditional style as well, but I have a couple tricks up my sleeve that me and Maisie use that we really like to give it a little kick in the fillings.
Because the traditional recipe, if I'm familiar, is water, peanuts, salt.
Yeah. But then there's some things that have crept in there, and I want to ask your opinion on these because I have hard opinions on these type of things. He and a lot of other peanut men like to cut up some carrot, cut up some celery, and cut up some potato and put it in their peanuts.
No kidding.
And when you stuff my quart of
that's
peanuts,
filler.
Thank you, Tom.
Oh, yeah.
I know all about filler.
We've been doing it for 10 years.
The baby powder and the cocaine. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, when you put carrots in there and you let them soak up that brine, I feel like you're cheating the peanut public.
I would immediately open the container and pull out the celery and be like, I didn't order any celery.
Yeah.
Give me
big.
5 more peanuts.
It's real big. Me and Maisie don't do that. Me and Maisie don't do that. The
No.
most we'll put is jalapenos, but that's to prove to you that they're spicy. That's why we leave the jalapenos.
And it takes up no space. A quarter of a potato. That's like 18 peanuts.
That's how you make the money, Ross.
I knew you'd have a strong opinion on this because he's right.
This guy's going to go out of business.
He's right. And a quarter of potatoes is a hefty boy.
Oh, why don't you fill that cup up with ice and then put my peanuts in there?
Next, this guy.
I'm 3D printing plastic peanuts to put in there.
You should check this guy's containers.
It's cheaper than peanuts.
No, that's probably more expensive than peanuts.
His containers are like those wine bottles that go all the way, the loopy-doop that goes all the way up to the top. And so
then you put a big bubble in the bottom. It's all about the bubble in the bottom. Takes up the space.
Oh, my God.
But yeah, a lot of people will fill like
thick styrofoam cups.
And Norton's nuts, he puts carrots in there. And I'm not anti that. It's just not something I do because like if you're buying my peanuts, I don't have a name for my nuts yet. I'm working on it.
Oh, I'll put packing peanuts in there.
It gotta be. You're like, technically it's peanuts. We run things like Carnival Cruise Line. We're under no obligation to give you meals or a clean room.
When you walk down the property, it says it, fine print.
I can shoot you dead here if I want to.
Anything peanut related, you go there.
Look at sign. The word peanut is in quotes.
What if you started like it's like crab with a K?
Yeah.
Artificial peanuts. Anyway, so yeah, question, sir.
Well, I do like the idea
yeah.
of making a bunch of boiled peanuts, but I want to make the money. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because your family's gonna get tired of it.
Andrea's already tired of it.
Get this thing out of my house.
She already hates it.
And
she came downstairs, and me and Maisie are sitting downstairs in the hot garage putting this thing together. There's country music blasting. I'm having a beer.
But if I know Maisie, she'd be up at 4 a.m. boiling me some peanuts right now. Then she
got up at 6 a.m. this morning to work out, dude.
We've got a business here. It's on, this is a busy road. Every time I go to cross the road, I have to wait for a car. Like, this is a good location to put Tom and Dan's. We already have the Boiled Peanuts logo and everything.
Yeah,
we went over
use
Jesse
the
Wolf.
The peanut holding the AR-15. We have a logo of a peanut holding an AR-15.
It's American themed, loosely.
Yeah.
But
what were we going to call them? Amerinuts or something? We had a name
We do that, but then you also say made with recycled material to get the other side. Get both sides. I like the money. Both money. Anyway, and then we sell them right out of the studio.
I love it.
And
I got it. Active goobers.
Ooh, that's good. Active goobers?
And then
oh man,
I'll have to kick down this handicap sign because that's a good parking space to come in.
Well, that could be for.
I could just
just put a sign over it that says peanut orders only.
yeah.
Nobody handicapped
5-minute peanut parking.
Hold on, no 5-minute peanut parking is so good. That's such good alliteration.
And then they just pull up here.
And if they're handicapped, they can still use it.
But
they can still use it.
You know what? Free peanuts if you're handicapped.
You know what? I never said that.
But we have to.
I never said that. I'll have to cut that out then.
It's got to be self-serve so we can do the show and make the money.
No, you can't have people sgooping them because there's a way to do it. You got to scoop the nuts in first and then you got to put the brine on top.
Yeah,
I've seen
make sure
him
you get
do
enough
it.
carrots in there.
It's got to be automated. You got to
automation? That's going to cost so much money.
No. It's like you just get there's a big pot of boiling peanuts and then people just come scoop them themselves and then leave the money.
Put a pot of legumes out there. A boiling pot.
Well, we got to do two things at once.
It's been proven time and time again. You cannot do boiled peanuts on the honor system. Peanut people are not to be trusted.
Baldwin. It's not Georgia.
How did that work out for Brock's Candy Aisle? The Brock's Candy Aisle where it had the little metal slot where you could put a quarter in and steal a Red Hot.
Yeah, but now we
out of business.
Video surveillance. We have video cameras. They're all.
What about bikini girls?
Cheaper to hire somebody.
What about
too expensive?
Roadside bikini girls.
Too expensive. They want too much money because they realize their worth now.
No,
back in the 90s,
they don't know their worth.
They all know their worth now.
No, I don't.
Yeah, because as soon as they put a picture,
addicted, not the drug addicted ones.
As soon as they put a picture of themselves in a bikini, all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, there's worth."
No, the ones that are a little methy, we can take advantage of them. I feel like.
Yeah, but they'll steal our stuff.
He will. Yeah, he will. Where's my goddamn double boiler?
And then for sure I'll be banging them.
It's not that
you'll do what for $100?
Yeah, it's not the
nothing.
stealing that bothers me. They can steal my stuff.
Yeah.
It's just when I go to get it back and I end up laying with them.
If any meth bikini girl starts working here, it's going to be my demise.
We can't resist them.
Well, as soon as
they're like me and boiled peanuts. I can't resist them.
Yeah, and then I'm like, do you have meth? I ran out. Damn, doctor, don't give it to me anymore. Anyway, all right. When's your first batch being
Okay,
made?
so I get my nuts. I think I get them on Thursday. So,
What does it take? Like 24 hours? How long does it boil?
No, it shouldn't. I should be able to get up early and do them. Maybe have them done on Saturday. I don't know. Maybe Saturday, Sunday.
We'll get them done on Friday, and then we'll start selling them out of the.
I might have to do them. I'd have to do Thursday night.
We'll get a rush job.
I'll get Maisie up there.
Yeah. She's our best employee we have.
I could almost get her up to do it. Maybe I guess I could pre-salt the water and everything, and just get her to dump everything in.
You should make it an event. Do it at Johnny's in like the parking lot or something. Let her boil a bunch of peanuts, sell them to scumbags.
You're not going to believe this. Maisie mentioned Johnny's about selling peanuts.
Perfect spot.
Because we were like, where could we set up? I was
That's
like, I
the
bet
perfect
Johnny's
spot.
would let us do
Absolutely.
it.
God.
Not even for scumbags, just like do it on a Tuesday when it's half price menu day or whatever, and everybody's coming out like, man, I just got a pimento burger for $7, and then buy some peanuts.
Another thing I need to tell you guys that I'm doing versus Norton's nuts, and I don't like talking about another man's nuts. His nuts are the best that I've ever had. But he uses Valencia peanuts, and he uses raw peanuts.
Them are the red ones?
With
the red skins?
Yeah, with the red skins. But he uses
wrong.
But he uses raw. I'm using green Georgia runners, which is like a little bit of a sweeter, but mine are green. So I feel like mine are going to taste better no matter what, just because I'm not using a raw peanut. A raw peanut has to be soaked a lot longer to get a nice mushy consistency.
Yeah, and I feel like the customer, they don't care. They're like, is this green or raw? Whatever.
Yeah, I do. I care.
Well, the average.
When I found out that he was soaking Valencia raw peanuts, I was like, oh, whoa. What are you doing here? Was it amateur hour? Was it amateur hour?
That's like take the Tour de France trophies away.
Yeah, man. What are we doing here? Are we doing boiled peanuts or are we doing boiled peanuts?
Right.
Come on, there's a way to do it. There's a way not to do it.
Yeah.
But you're in the industry. You know the ins and outs. I'm just a customer. I'm drunk. I show up. I'm just going to get the boiled peanuts or whatever they give me.
Wow, he admitted you're in the industry now.
I like that.
Well, you know about it.
Oh, also, people ran for these peanuts. I want people to run for my peanuts. We had a little black lady out of a Maxima that was parked further behind us than everybody. And the reason Maisie and Andrea got out to run is because this little black lady sprinted past them, and she was first in line.
Oh, yeah.
And Maisie was like, I'm not losing, like, I'm not getting some. She's like, let's go. And then everybody was like, yeah! And it was wild. I mean, way too wild to be on the side of a road we were in a logistics company's parking lot because it was like a Friday and they were like not working that day, and we were just sitting there
How'd you
sweating.
even find out about them?
Facebook.
You just like searched up boiled peanuts in Georgia, and that was the first one that came up?
We had a BDM reach out to me and say like, hey man, I know you like boiled peanuts, and this is the power of the show. And he's like, I know you like them, and this guy's the guy. Like this man, he's got he's got 50,000 people following him. He sells that all the time. If you like boiled peanuts, you got to try Norton's nuts. Seek him out; they're worth it. So I did, and it was right. It's totally worth it. The thing that I didn't understand though is just like we only spent $14.
Yeah, like again, the margins are so small that okay.
He had been working for days.
Yeah,
right. Well, you have a
make
line
$200
in a parking lot. Jack up the prices.
Yeah. Now he's creating a high demand, which is good. Low supply, high demand. He's got people running for them. Like that's all good. It's just now you got to turn it into an empire and you start cranking them out. That's when the quality goes down.
It is. No, it is. It is.
Have you ever run through a parking lot, Tom?
Never.
My family knows that if we are in a situation, like say we're going to Peach Valley Cafe for breakfast or something, and me and another car park at approximately the same time, they know they're on their own.
You're a runner.
I'm gonna.
You're a Georgia runner. Oh my God.
They know that I will not let those people get on the line before me. There's no way.
See, I feel embarrassed that they'll see me running to try to get there before them.
And then you do that waddle walk, the fast waddle walk.
I'll even do the move where if I'm walking with and there's another customer walking the opposite way, and I see I can gauge the time we're going to both end up at the door at the same time, I I will walk quicker to grab the door to open it for to let them in because I'd be embarrassed sprinting to the door and getting in.
Oh, I usually back her down and let them open the door, and then I hold it and let them go in. But I back her down.
I will pass.
You go early to get the door for them. I back it down. They open it, and then I hold it. But we do the same thing.
Okay,
we do it in public, and we fight over it. You ever seen us both, and we don't know what to do, and we're both backing down?
I will pass you in the parking lot, get to the door first, open it, walk through it, and then reverse grip, close it behind me so that I'm already on the waiting list by the time you're opening the door.
And then you're going to see the people, and you're sitting in the waiting room with them.
They don't have any access to my food. I don't care.
I will call as I'm walking beside you on my cell phone and tell the hostess you're a pedophile. So when you get there, they'll lock the door and call the authorities.
This is Daniel Dennis from the FBI. The next person who's coming through the door
is a pedophile. Anytime anybody does like a prank phone call where they pretend to be like an agent or a cop or anything like that, it always, 100%, always makes me think of those poor people at that McDonald's. Those poor, ignorant dum-dums. Oh, they're all just Google it. I'm not gonna.
Really, it was the girl, the poor girl, like because she had to go.
All dumb. The whole McDonald's was just the dumbest McDonald's. It should be called the dumbest McDonald's.
The one manager, I think, is like mainly to blame. But, but everybody else who listened to him also.
Oh, it's such a terrible. What a terrible story. Which reminds me, we got a phone call for the police, Ross. I'm gonna need you to show me your butt.
Part your cheeks. He's on the phone right now. He's telling me what to do.
He's telling me.
If it's going to help solve a crime, okay.
It's the Norton from Norton's Nuts. He's on the phone with me right now.
I thought there might be some evidence up there.
All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, I want to talk about the WNBA and about the...
Aren't you tired of saying that sentence?
dildo incident that's been happening
before. There's been
another
dildo incident at the WNBA today.
We're going to talk to my brother-in-law Jetson because he finished...
he plays in the WNBA.
His 200-mile race, which the whole time, like he started on last Monday morning and finished on Friday evening, and that whole week I was just like I think about it randomly on a Wednesday night. I'm like, oh my God, he's still out there, like 5 days straight of just
I did forget one
hiking,
day, and I was like, oh my God,
sleeping on the floor. Anyway, it's crazy. Anyway, we'll talk to him and we'll play a
Fun
video.
fact: the floor outside is called the ground.
I know. And we will be right back with more Corporate Time. Welcome back to a Corporate Time. So we talked about this on the Friday Free Show, and we talked to him not last Friday, but the Friday before, because my brother-in-law Jetson, he's an ultra marathon runner, Ironman, and he did this 200-mile race called the Summit 200. And he completed it, and I watched. Me and Daniel were texting back and forth, and watching his tracker, and basically from Monday morning he started at 5 a.m. and then finished on Friday. Nonstop hiking, 40,000
up and down and up and down and up and down, and some of the elevations and the weather and the animal
straight.
life. And,
it's hiking through mountains, and that's the thing that I've like. People are like, oh, it's like going from here to Fort Myers or whatever, but I'm like, but this is up and down mountains.
You want to hear something funny that Maisie said?
Would be a sea level.
I've been waiting for Jet to be on the line so I can tell him what Maisie said, because I shared the video of you, and she goes, "Why is he just walking?" and that did make me laugh. It did make me laugh. It was a little bit of a bully from a 10-year-old that has no idea what she's talking about, but it was very funny.
Well, so
She's right though.
She's been running the whole time.
Yeah, you got to run the whole time like a child.
I will say that any
children
video
do run the whole time.
Any video you posted, it should have been running at a full sprint. So Jetson is online. How you doing, dude?
I'm doing all right. How you guys?
Congrats, man.
So,
first of all, congratulations. Freaking amazing, dude. Freaking from all of our families, and especially from the Van family, because this dude's way invested in what you do. Well done, man. That was freaking awesome.
Thank you.
And before we even start to talk about your adventure and the 5 days you spent out there and the 200 miles and all that, I will say that I did tell my sons the whole last week, because every time we were sitting down or whatever, I'm like, Uncle Jet is still out there in the woods walking. I'm like, you know how tough he is mentally and physically to do this? And I'm like, we all should aspire to be this. I was telling my sons and everybody around me, by the way, no one wanted to hear it. I was like, I never want to hear about anybody bitch about anything again. I'm like, no one can bitch around me because I will always bring Uncle Jetson and
That's hilarious.
and this 200-mile race he did up because
we're sitting there.
I was cleaning my garage. I was like, at the end of cleaning my garage, I was like, God damn, it's hot outside. And then I'm like, don't you? I'm like, I kept myself from being my Jetson's still out there.
I was in a cushy cabin. I was watching an episode of the Dallas Cowboy Cheerleaders, America's Sweetheart, with my daughter. And my soda, I noticed my soda was a little warm. And I was like, ugh, I can't drink this. I was like, and then I said, oh my God, check the tracker. Where's he at?
Do you know how many times in that time frame I used a toilet? Not even just my toilet, but just like toilets I found out and about. Like
so Jetson, I want to talk about it. So you start the race. It's 5 a.m. on Monday, and then let's talk about I guess the first couple days. What was your experience?
Man, the first days were great. So Monday and Tuesday went well, really well. And then we started to get into that 36-hour mark with about 30 minutes of sleep, and that started to get a little rough. And then
Tom, do you think in a recliner with snacks you could go 36 hours without sleeping?
Well, I will say that is harder because you're in a comfortable position.
Oh, that's harder. I like that you're making a case that that's harder.
Well, I'm just saying,
you want odds on this bet all of a sudden.
Did you notice how fast that reply came out? It's almost as if he's thought about this before.
I'm just saying,
ready for it.
He was so ready for that answer, man. I mean, he was like,
I'm always ready.
Well, actually,
to S on someone's point. Anyway, so after 36 hours, half an hour of sleep, and you start feeling it, and then is that because
this ain't your mama's recliner?
Because after that amount of time, what are we talking? How long have you gone, distance wise?
Actually, unsure. I'm probably in the 100 mark at this point. It's still kind of a blur. To be honest, I started to develop a thing called hate, high altitude.
Hate? I have hate. I hate a lot of people.
It rules everything around us.
But it's high altitude pulmonary edema, and it's fluid in my lungs.
Oh.
And so that kind of started to slow everything down. I got really sick, and so. It really just became a slog. I didn't know I developed it, right? Just a cough.
Kind of like most Floridians and popcorn lung, but that's from the vaping. We love our vapes. We love our vapes.
That's the vape, right?
Yeah.
That's not hate. That's vape,
yeah,
right?
That's
So Jetson, is it a thing where it's you're putting your body through so much stress that also lowers your immune system and opens the ability to get this, or is it just because of the altitude?
It's altitude. It has to do all with altitude, and you really don't see it with people that live out here. It's mainly with people that come from, I guess, Florida and go straight to the mountains, things like that. So that's why we didn't think I had it. We thought maybe touches of pneumonia, but yeah. But we finished it. So
Jetson,
36. Yeah,
I want to talk about the night walking because I was obviously I was texting Jetson's wife Mary and she's an endurance coach.
It's another man's wife for Christ's
That's my
sake.
sister-in-law.
Yeah, still, it's just, you'd never catch me doing it.
So I was asking her how's Jetson doing, whatever, and she just because she was my only way to find out
how long until he's going to be home. Very inappropriate.
Yeah. What are you wearing? Yeah.
Super inappropriate.
And she was like, check out, look at this video, and the video is Jetson walking at night through the Summit County, Colorado, and there's all this noise in the background, loud as hell.
Yeah,
and
I got the video ready for you when you're ready.
So Ross, listen to this,
Okay,
because
ready?
at first I was like, what the hell is that?
Here.
Okay.
You can see this video on our Twitch and YouTube at Tom and Dan Live.
Can you imagine living there?
And that's Jetson talking.
No, it's very clear what that is. Ghosts and witches.
Yes, you got him. God, first try.
The
Give this man a prize. Send him to the prize cave.
It's the sound of thousands of wolves. I don't even know, like hundreds.
No, but that's when I played it for Maisie, and then Maisie goes, well, what is that? And I go, that's wolves. And she goes, well, how many wolves?
Yeah.
And I go, baby, I don't know what to tell you because apparently, based on that video, 300 wolves.
Yeah. I thought the
Hold on,
humans
let's hear it again.
have eradicated most of the wolves.
Here they are. Here they are.
Yeah.
Is that a kennel of wolves? That sounds like a kennel.
By the way,
so we were pretty freaked out at that for a long while. We later found out that it's 150 sled dogs at a sled dog kennel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, we got to go. Thanks for being here. Talk to you later, buddy.
Okay, yeah. Because when I heard that, I was like,
pussy-ass sled dog.
Now, so
the only animal more dangerous than the wolf, the sled dog.
By the way, I like how the event organizers didn't be like, hey, by the way, you're going to be walking by hundreds of sled dogs that will freak you out because you'll assume they're wolves.
It's better for the event if they assume that they're wolves. They'll go faster. You go faster.
I will say, I think it played into my hallucinations later on.
Yeah.
Because I did, so we were probably, 40 hours in or something like that. We were 100 miles and things started to, and it's not so much like you're tripping, I guess. It's more, shadows play on stuff. And it was like, I started to see like the Porky Pig wolf kind of, like the.
I see the Porky Pig wolf too. He's been begging me to kill my family for decades.
Right. It was weird, like I saw it was like a wolf chef cartoon guy kind of followed me around for a while.
The wolf with the big eyes.
The ahoo guy. The horny wolf.
That's the horny wolf.
Exactly. It was, that was kind of weird.
You're lucky he was dressed like a chef. 100%. If he's dressed like a 50s gangster, you're in real trouble.
At any point,
I saw him a lot.
At any point, did any cartoon woman turn to you and say, "Come up and see me sometime," or anything?
No.
Okay.
No, unfortunately not.
All right. Were you dressed as a baby at any point, walking under a woman's skirt, smoking a cigar?
If this ever happens again, you can make the wolf go away by saying, "I think I took a wrong turn on the way to Albuquerque."
There you go. What a maroon.
So Jet, and I know you had planned this, and you'd done 100-milers before, and this is
It'd be weird if he'd just stopped for gas, and they were signing people up, and he's like, "All right."
So
do it.
But you must have had an idea of what your brain and body would start to go through. Like now you're adding like this form of altitude sickness to it. Were you prepared for like hallucinations, your body breaking down? Like, how bad did it get? Like, you mentioned hallucinating, but that's part of like your brain trying to make everything okay, right? Like trying to ease the stress.
Yeah, I think I handled that pretty well. In my hundreds, I haven't experienced it. I always thought it was kind of hokey that everyone says they see it. But then I remember when it started happening and I was just staring into a stump for a while, and my facer was like, "You okay?" And I'm like, "You don't see that, right?" And so
it's like when other truckers didn't believe about the black dog. And both Meatloaf and Randy Travis saw it. So there you go. It's confirmed. Black dog confirmed.
Yeah. But after I kind of just enjoyed it, like all the rocks kind of had faces and we just kind of got along and just kept rolling through the night. And so it's definitely different.
It's weird that there's a lot of this that you don't remember. Do you think that those memories will come back to you once you're fully rested?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like me and the team are all going to get together and have dinner and discuss because, I spent so much time with all of them and it was different for each of them. But I'm still trying to sit back and process and remember certain things because to me it was just like, oh yeah, we're done now. I'm sick. We're done now. Let's go home.
Yeah.
And things are slowly coming out that I'm starting to remember, but it's still like blackout. Right?
When you pulled down that old man's bib inappropriately.
So Justin, would you I know you had your team and you had people that were pacing you, but before that, would you walk or hike with other people that were racing as well too, like just to be with someone, especially at night, because this, it's 5 days straight with minimal sleep and stuff. You just never stop moving, right?
Yeah, we definitely hung out with a few other people. You meet some people that are slowing down, or some people are speeding up and they catch up to you. It's definitely a good idea. Especially on some of the passes. There's some pretty sketchy passes to climb, and some pretty good drops on the side. So it's definitely recommended to hang out with people, mainly to keep your sanity, I think.
Yeah.
But
was there a first person to drop out, and when they did they get a novelty trophy of first person dropping out? Because I love those.
The first person to drop out, I heard, got Giardia pretty early in the race. So they couldn't. Their GI system was gone, so they dropped. Yeah.
I don't even know what Giardia is.
I know it from Alone. Like, you start eating, usually, like, the contestants in Alone get it because they're drinking some water that have, bacteria or, whatever.
What did he do? Drink out of a stream or something?
Yeah, I mean, you drink out of the street. You're mandatory to have a water filter. And so either he dropped his filter in the water or, got water before it got filtered on top.
What do you carry, like a life straw or something? What do you have with you for that?
No, they make these filters that kind of go into your water bottle, and so you just fill up your water bottle, screw your top back on, you can drink it straight.
Wow.
And they're pretty good. I used one. Everyone uses different things. Some people use iodine pills, but it leaves a taste. So,
but I feel like that's the most cowboy, though. If you're using iodine pills, I feel like, lick my pills in there. I feel like that's kind of cool,
Short of living in the hills and getting used to creek water, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that. The chat room wants to know, on top of what you were drinking, what were you eating to try and keep yourself nourished?
Oh, so while I was out there, I kind of ate these bars called Fun Bars. They're pretty good. Gels, goos, things of that nature. I got Snickers, a lot of Snickers. I got pretty sick of all of it. I'd come into aid stations. There was one that actually had a pizza stand, and so I had a pickle pizza, which was really good. Hamburgers, vegetable soup.
I like the idea of you running with a hamburger in your pocket. Just running for 7 days with a hamburger in your pocket.
Well, it's like Jetson told us when he started this, he had to eat 30,000 calories to be able to even complete this.
That's what I tell everybody I'm doing.
Yeah.
So he told me it's just an eating competition. It's just that you constantly eat calories as much as you can. Was there ever a time where you thought you weren't going to hit the cutoff? Because with, altitude sickness and stuff, you must have thought, man, if this slows me down, what if you're an hour, 111 hours and all this, how bad would that be for you? Man, you 1 hour shy or whatever.
Yeah, when my second to last pacer, I started to worry because with the hape, I mean, I was literally taking 5 steps and then would have to stop and breathe. I mean, deep breaths. And so I started to try to do math and started to kind of worry. And then this gal came up behind me and she's like, "You've made it here. You're going to finish. Just keep going forward." So
that girl never existed. That was Michelle Obama's ghost. Michelle Obama's ghost. A lot of people don't know that.
I think it was Jessica Rabbit, actually.
Came out of the woods with wings. And
just pucker up and blow.
Jetson, how many people in your team?
In our team, I had 5 pacers and 2 crew members, so 7. Yeah.
How do those people justify doing all of this when you get the glory?
Yeah. Well, I have thought about this because originally when I was going to be part of the team,
I'm handing some fun bar to the hero. What am I doing? Handed fun bar?
I was going to be, in my mind, the last pacer. So when we cross the finish line, I put my hands up there.
No, but you'd be the girl. You'd say you came here, you made it this far. What would you say if you were the girl? Give him your words of wisdom. You have to think on your feet. What would you say to him to inspire him across the line? Go on on your feet. Go.
Well, I was like, as long as you put your arm around me and I pretend like I'm holding you up past the finish line of this, so I get some of the glory.
You put your hand upon my hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip.
Tom's all sick because he ate all the gel.
Where'd all my gels go?
I DNF because Tom ate all my food.
Next year, are you going to do this again? Are you inspired? Is that it? Or you want to do a 400, a 1,000? What's the goal now?
Well, there's a limit, right?
There is a 300. There's a few 240s. There's a 250. I think I might drop back
EJ's
down
a
to
350, maybe 375.
Nah, I think I might drop back to hundreds or just kind of chill for a little bit until my lungs get better.
Yeah.
Good
idea.
Yeah, well, you'll be signing up for that 300 next week.
Yeah.
I know runners.
He's addicted.
Yeah. That marathon runners, they get that. They're like, oh, this is the worst thing I ever done. And that night, they're signing up for the next one.
Yeah, this is like me. It's like, I made it the whole day without alcohol. I feel great. I won't drink tomorrow.
Yeah. When this, kind of, do you get a runner's high, or is it too far?
Like, you got high as hell. He saw a cartoon wolf, dude.
I think it's more like trauma, and you're trying to black it out for a while.
Okay. Yeah. You're putting yourself through such extreme trauma that your brain shuts off, and then it's like.
I think so, because I'm still trying to remember a bunch of stuff. I know I had a good time, and I'm looking back at pictures, and it was beautiful, but there's a lot that I'm like, what actually happened for, 15 hours of this, like what actually happened.
They cut 15.
I think
they cut 15 hours out of the tape. I don't believe it.
Right, with a cartoon wolf dog. I don't know what happened. So I think it's more like trail trauma, and you're trying to forget stuff. So yeah.
Did the person that won the actual race?
Yeah, is there a winner, or is it because that guy was flying, right?
61 hours.
That's insane. Like, what's the average pace of that?
Fast.
This probably the pace is faster than the majority of people could run a 5K for sure, right?
Seems like it.
Yeah, I don't know what 61 hours would be. It's fast.
Yeah, I mean, if you were trying to do 80 at 13 minutes a mile, like 61 has to be like you're doing 11-minute or 10.5-minute miles for 200 miles.
At one point, we were following that guy, and we were following just him and Jetson. And at one point, he was at stop 5 when everybody hadn't made it to 4.
Is there?
Yeah, it was like he was so far ahead that he was a full stop ahead of everybody.
So what is that, Jetson? What is that? Like, obviously that person wasn't sick and didn't.
That guy is very good at running.
But
he's done this before. He won it last year.
Okay,
he's that guy.
Yeah.
Same
thing with the Pineapple Man. The one guy who wins it every year. So, and I'm like,
what does he look like, though? What does he look like? This guy? Is it an older guy? Does he look like you? Most of the guys that win
they're in their
mid-40s.
Why are ultra marathoners all better in their mid-40s? It makes no sense. I'm like, everybody else I know in their mid-40s is dying.
True.
They've already given up. They're dying.
Some of us feel like we're already dead. And they all have like a big mustache, and they're like bald, and like they're like lean.
Jean shorts.
Yeah, they all look like firefighters.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it has something to do. You peak at 40 in running, so.
It's weird that
weird.
like you.
But it's marathon running. It's not like sprint running, right? Like where do you peak?
The mental aspect of it, right? Is like you need the experience to be able to get mentally tough. So it's like young people don't have that much experience running just because of literal time. Like they couldn't pack it in. So like, but in your 40s, you have such an experience of running and mentally pushing yourself further that I think mentally you're most prepared when you're older. Then it's like it's more of a benefit mentally than it is being having a young body.
What do you think, Jetson?
I would agree with that.
Yes.
Put the camera on. I'm just as good as Jetson. In fact, just by asking that or stating that statement, I have won his love. I'm Jetson now.
Well, so Jet, what you did was unbelievable. It's a testament to human fortitude. I was trying to explain to my
I
friend.
like this. What are you doing? Your JFK impression?
When I was sitting there.
Ich bin ein Berliner.
By the way, I can't wait to tell all my friends all the like, hey, Jetson's doing it. They're like, you already told us last week. And I was like, God damn. But then they're like, why would he do that? I'm like, why wouldn't he?
Did you notice that over the vacation, I would text you and be like, hey, this jet stuff's cool, man. And I would get your back on it because I thought it was cool.
But I'm like, the fact that a human can do this and someone can push themselves
People
to this,
are awesome, man.
this limit is like, there's nothing, no offense, but there's nothing, like Jetson doesn't have some insane, different human biology than the rest of us. It's like he's a human being like the rest of us.
Is it inspiring to you? Is that what you're saying?
Well, it's just like,
and you get mad that it's not inspiring to everybody else, just like you did when people wouldn't stop to watch the turtles being born.
Well, I'm mad that he's so much more tougher than I am. You know what I'm saying?
It's more. Is it an appreciation for his toughness, or is it that your anger and jealousy that you're weaker than him?
Yeah. Well, it's part of that. I was like, well, how is he so much tougher than I am? I'm like, it bothers me every day. I'm just sitting there. I wake up in the morning. I'm like, God, he's so much tougher.
Yeah, but even the guy that got Giardia and went home is tougher than you. So.
The guy who organized the event.
Oh my God, Tom's not as tough as Guardian.
The guy who works with the sled dogs is tougher than everybody's tougher than I am. You see what I'm saying? That's what bothers me. Why am I so weak? Anyway, so
you're
Jetson.
I am. The guest that's here sitting in,
he's
shaking,
tougher. I can
he's
tell.
Just shaking his head and like, this man's crazy.
Right when he walked in, I'm like, this guy's tougher than I am. This guy has a real job, a blue collar. Anyway, I don't know. I'm just judging you. Tan. If you're a tan white guy, blue collar, I'm sorry. You did it to yourself.
We do the math on
and you got some tattoos and a hat.
We got a call coming in. It's the guy that works with the sled dogs, and he's furious that you compared yourself to him.
Jetson,
great job, buddy.
Continue to recover. We appreciate you talking to us and sharing this.
And thank Mary for all the updates, and it was a pleasure following you, man. We're very, very proud of you.
Will do, guys. Thank you so much. It definitely helps knowing everyone's back there following. So.
Oh, it was awesome. It was like one of the greatest things to follow along. And your tracker went out. This is the last thing we'll finish with. His tracker went out, so there was a part during the race where the last update we'd gotten from Mary was like, oh, he's got some respiratory things, not looking good. Up, tracker goes out. I'm like, he's dead. He's dead. He died. Like it built up the mystique a little bit when because the weather and the area you were in is just so remote that that's nuts.
Yeah, the weather got really, really bad, and we got stuck in some deep woods for a little bit, and so the trackers kind of disappeared when we go through that.
So. That was spooky.
Last thing, Jesse, you mentioned your body just started retaining an insane amount of water, and like just talk about some of the things that happened to your body because it's all you.
He couldn't fit in his Cavaricis.
Your feet were obviously a problem, but why did your body retain so much water?
I think it has to do with the HAPE, the high altitude pulmonary, the fluid in my lungs, and I don't know the 100% science behind it, but I came out looking like Stay Puft. My wife was literally pressing into me, and it would stay and then pop back out. And
I bet that was kind of fun.
Yeah, her and the nurses were having a lot of fun.
Oh man!
With me Saturday morning, it was kind of weird. They just kept poking at me, but. The fluid exodus has started, and that's great. So, feeling great. On the up and up.
There you go.
Is there any danger to your organs and stuff like that with this kind of race? Like, there's got to be actual, doctors saying, like, hey, you push yourself too far, things start shutting down. Is that part of the danger?
Yeah, when I went in, they looked at me, and they were like, oh, your oxygen is at 78. And they were like, I've seen worse. Your oxygen is supposed to be 95 to 100.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So they gave me a full organ check to make sure my kidneys and liver were still doing good. My heart was doing okay. Brain, all of that. They did the full scan, and everything was doing pretty good still. So I guess I'm lucky. But they definitely, 78's pretty low.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we're certainly glad you're on the mend now, man. Good luck with getting your oxygen level back up, and just please give everybody from your team some love from us, okay?
Will do.
All right, dude. I'll talk to you later.
All right, guys. Love you. Bye.
See ya. Love you too.
What the hell would you do on that team?
You were going to be the pacer. He's just need
someone.
The last.
You just need someone to run next to you, motivate you, talk to you.
Yeah, what are you going to say?
Keep going.
You're very
buddy.
quiet.
No,
You're a quiet guy.
No,
You're going to say, keep going, buddy? That's your number one line?
No.
Keep going, buddy.
I'm like, you know how embarrassing it'll be if you quit.
Okay, I like the shame.
Like, everybody's watching.
I like shame, yeah.
When I say everybody, I'm like, people are just mildly checking it everywhere. They're like, what is this? The website doesn't work.
What do you call a pacer?
God, website doesn't even work. Why would you even check it?
What do you call a pacer who can't keep pace?
No, that was the problem. Well, that was the problem.
Yeah,
also,
he's an AMC pacer.
I have no business doing this. Like, all his friends are Iron Men and stuff like you know, like they're actually. But I was
got
like,
Jelly Bean Man here.
I did one sprint triathlon.
Oh no, I know what. Yeah, you would be the last one he crosses the finish line with. So when he looks like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, he's got somebody compared to where he doesn't look as bad. That's what it is.
Yeah. And you're like, I'll win.
You're like, okay, yeah, that makes sense now.
You know what? This happened to me too when I did my half marathon. Nobody was there at the finish line.
I was there at the finish line.
No, the half marathon.
You're Pineapple Man?
No, the half marathon.
Oh, no, I didn't do that.
Yeah. No, my family was barely there. But, and I saw when he finished, because there's only 30 people that do this, and people are finishing hours and hours. So really just your team and maybe a few friends. It was very small, and I'm like, I want a bigger fanfare.
I do too.
Yeah, I want to run down a line of people slapping their hands.
I want a Soul Train dance line.
Yeah. And then I want to break through some sort of ribbon.
Yeah, and then I want a flash mob to break out like we're at a wedding.
And then you collapse and do it ultra dramatic.
And you want your sons to run out, one on each leg.
Yeah. And then run with you during the thing, and then they're like, go.
And then you do fight, a little bit of blood from your ear.
Yeah, everybody knows.
Okay, yeah.
So we're talking to range somebody to finish at 60 hours. Somebody's looking to finish at 80, 90 hours. So for 30 hours, you just want a brass band at the finish line playing. Your kids all jacked up on Diet Mountain Dew.
I'll call them an hour in advance and tell them to show up. I'm in the woods.
The chat room brought up something sort of interesting. Kupo, good to see you, buddy. Kupo J says, Tom yearns for the bear suit so bad. Do you think that when you live your life in that
what kind of name is Kupo anyway?
Like
video game. What is that?
What are you, some kind of
King
video
Kupo?
game hip hopper? What are you listening to the rap music? But you see what I'm saying? And now he's just kind of you're like a normal dad. And you don't have that thing, and I wonder if that's the thing you quest for. That's what you want.
Well, my buddy the Wizard this weekend was hanging out with all my friends.
Oh, is he psychoanalyzing you?
No, he's like, you used to do cool stuff. You don't do nothing anymore. I'm like, what? He's like, we used to go to the NASCAR races. You get an RV, or you go to, at the,
you don't see any value in anything
the
anymore.
monster truck show. We used to do cool stuff. And I'm like, what do you want to do? I can do any of it.
I can do cool
like,
stuff.
You want some tickets to the NASCAR race? He's like, no, but he used to do promotions and cool things.
And then he had kids.
Yeah,
That's the end of everything.
Yeah.
He's not wrong.
And then I was like, well, what do you want me to do? I could call in these
He
NASCAR.
doesn't want that either. He doesn't want that either.
You want an RV at the NASCAR
He
race?
does not want an RV at the NASCAR race.
He said he does.
He would not go.
He said he does. He said he'll be there.
Was he there the last time? I remember Turkey Leg there. I don't remember John.
Yeah, no, he was there. Yeah.
Because it's miserable.
So 2026, I'm back to doing NASCAR or whatever.
Oh, you're bringing NASCAR
I'm gonna start
back.
doing something. Yeah, because
everybody. Tom Van's bringing NASCAR back in 2026.
I know all the people. I just call and be like, "You want?" And I'll do some stuff at the. What do you know?
Dude, I'll get on the horn with a mini dealership in town, wherever it is, and we'll get that set up.
Wait, did he want you to do when he says you did cool stuff?
He's like, set it up or like.
So are you going and doing some sort of dumb stunt or something?
Not stunts. No, but just like get free stuff and then for the promotion of it.
I
know that's what I said, but I was like, no one wanted to go with me.
He doesn't. He will not go. Guaranteed. If you'll put all that together, and he won't show up.
He's telling me I'm boring now.
He better be out there with trampolines. He better bring 6 of his trampolines, a bunch of pools.
All right, let's take a break. We'll be right back with more Corporate Time. Welcome back to A Corporate Time. Bob Zany's on the line. How you doing, Bob?
I couldn't be better. I needed a couple of months off from you guys, and it worked out.
Yeah, Bob. We rescheduled Bob so many different times because we were going on vacation. And we were supposed to have him on early July, and then we had to move him to another date, and then that date got scrubbed because we had some clients come in that we had to do something to. So now this is the only date we could fit Bob in. So we got Bob in here now, and the place that he's going to appear at is Porky's Comedy Club closed down.
Yeah. But other than that, it's been going great. By the way, which strip club was the clients you guys took him to?
So, Bob, I feel like and Ross can answer this as well.
This is Ross.
Road.
Hey, Bob.
Hey, Ross.
What's up?
Ross is
It's happening, man. Now there you are.
Yeah.
What do you need from me, Ross? What did I do wrong now?
well, Ross is a comedian. This is about road comedians. I feel like road comedians, especially if they've been doing it a long time, are super tough. Just because they're used to, like changing things so much, and like working with club owners,
Traveling.
and the travel, and just
The
things
accommodation.
the accommodation, and just like that's all grueling
So
schedule.
you're saying Bob Zany is a tough man?
Yes, I am. Is that true, Bob?
Well, I'm actually doing the zoom in from the Lake Ozark. I'm in the Ozarks right now, and in fact, I saw Jason Bateman, and he was speed dating. Thank you.
Oh, is that
I like the thank you. I like the thank you. I didn't expect it.
Are you there on vacation, Bob?
His drummer took the day off. No rim shots.
Am I on vacation? No, you guys are the ones who go on vacation all the time. I actually work and care about this career that we've chosen.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that party got right. We haven't cared in many, many years. Yeah.
I'll tell you what. The last time I scheduled an actual vacation to go to Disney World with my wife was on my 40th birthday, which was September 11th, 2001. So that didn't work out.
Yeah.
Is that really?
And then,
That's terrible.
Yeah, it didn't work out that day.
thank
That's
you
my
for
birthday,
never taking
September
a vacation
11th,
since then,
so.
Bob. We appreciate it.
Bob Zady's
Let's
birthday.
get-
Yeah, let's get
By the
into
way,
it. Yeah.
we might have a big announcement about where I'm going to be, and I'm sure you guys will find something that's come up that night, probably a petting zoo that you're doing a grand opening of. But I know Tom's huge in petting zoos. I hear he's the goat.
I like that one. Yeah.
Do you like that one? Yeah, I'll just sneak them in. I don't know. It's been a while. I haven't had a chance to work with you guys. I think it's my cosmic background that really is sending me into a spiritual world.
I always wondered why you had rectangular pupils, Tom.
So
You guys are great. Well, let's do the Zany report.
do it.
What the heck?
Let's jump into it.
Bob.
Oh, we're having zingers? I love zingers.
First up, you guys, 1 out of 5 Americans are not speaking to family members because of their politics. The other 4 out of 5 aren't speaking to them because they're family.
I feel that. That one hits. That one hits hard, man.
That hit hard.
Yeah,
didn't it?
yeah.
You don't pick family. Singer Nancy Sinatra, since we last spoke, turned 85 years old. Nancy Sinatra, 85 years old. To celebrate, she's updating her hit song, These Boots Are Made for a Walker.
I had one of
Right
those.
here in Las Vegas, my adopted hometown, an Iowa woman was arrested for shooting a man on the strip because she didn't like a joke he told. Now, police haven't only released the first name of the shooter, Karen.
It's timely.
Karen.
The boots for the walker
He
would
did
be
a double
like,
Karen.
they'd be,
He goes Karen, and then he goes Karen.
Karen.
they'd be really small, and they'd replace those tennis balls, I think. You could sell
Yeah,
those, like
yeah,
little
yeah.
walker
Is
boots.
it Ross right there? I don't see you, Ross.
Hey, Bob, I'm
I
sorry.
think the only way. There you are, Ross. You're doing great. I'm such a fan of the way you take a Venetian blind and make your hair look better.
I was just talking to Ross. That's good. I like it.
All right.
Keep going,
Del
Bob.
Monte Foods, you guys. Del Monte Foods, best known for canned vegetables, has filed for bankruptcy. Their chief competitor, Green Giant, said, "Ho, ho, ho." You see.
I like that. Yeah, I like that one. Anyone?
You did?
Anyone?
You know what? I think it's important, as opposed to laughing, just go, I like that. That was a good one.
Yeah,
Bob.
that's usually
Stop
what I
it.
do.
You're killing me.
Here's
Let's
a
just cut the Ross real quick and see that hair. That hair, you
Ross
can't
is
even see the
amazed by
tape.
what
I mean,
the-
that's one of the best wigs I've seen in a long time.
I'm still waiting for the first punchline. Like we've gotten,
Wow.
we've got
Ross,
like 8
maybe you can help
setups.
me out. I
We've
need a
got
big
like
laugh
8
here.
setups, and I'm waiting for like
No.
a punchline.
No, come
That's
on,
all.
dude.
That's
No,
me.
come on.
All right,
Well,
we're
of course
almost
you are,
done.
Ross.
We're
That's
almost
because
done.
you work the road, and I'm actually a nationally known comedian. Look, the point is, I had no idea you were going to create this animosity between Ross and I. We should have a bond that the Motel 6 chain knows. Now we're going to do something that's called going back in time. Are you ready?
Yeah.
This is where I go back in time and revisit a past Zany Report joke. You guys can get me there. Go ahead.
Okay. I see. So he's going to go back in time to do a setup he said previously and say the punchline. I get it. Okay.
Yeah, this is going because I've been doing this probably since 1984 with KLOS Radio in Los Angeles, the Zany Report. So there's plenty to choose from. But let's see what we got here.
I thought it was about that long because I looked at your website and I think that's when your headshot is from.
Yes, thank you, Ross. Huge fan. Love your work. And one day when you have a website, I'll go to it.
Hey, here we got a little fight. here.
You ready?
I like this.
Yeah, let's do it, Bob.
Bob's website, if you click on his Twitter icon, it takes you to a Twitter that is never tweeted. It's pretty cool.
It worked. It's April 18th, 2006. Dateline, Hollywood, California. Winnie the Pooh received a star on the Walk of Fame. Now, according to residents, this isn't the first time there's been poo all over the Walk of Fame.
There's a lot of homeless there, Ross. You get it? God,
It's
funny.
If you got to go 19 years in the past to get a successful joke out, that's fine. If that's what you got to do.
They're homeless. They do on the floor.
They like pooping on the floor.
No more than 2 decades, though. If you got to go like 2003, that's a little bit.
All right.
That's where the laughs are. That's what I found. That's when comedy died because of political correctness. So I go back that far. Thank you, Ross, for catching on to my gimmick.
You really didn't say anything controversial.
You can't make poop jokes anymore, Tom. The libtards will get all over you.
Like, can you get real spicy political, Bob?
Right now?
Yeah, just anything. Or like...
no, I think...
You can
I'll
say
tell you
whatever.
what
There's no rules here. You could.
There are no rules. I was in the parking lot here, and this guy was yelling at a Tesla owner, going, "You're a Nazi! You're a Nazi!" And then he got into his VW Bug and left.
Oh, yeah.
The people's car.
Yeah,
I know
Germany makes that.
By the way, I want to point something out, a couple quick things since we last spoke. I now have a residency in Las Vegas. Hey. It's on Tuesdays. It's called Zany. It's a comedy talk show. We've had some great guests so far. August 12th, Jimmy J.J. Walker will be my special guest, and we've got Clint Holmes coming up. We got Lance Burton, a lot of Vegas stars.
Nice.
So it's a great talk show. It's a delirious. It's all on bobzany.net. And then the big roast on August 18th, I'm roast master for Mick Foley at the Plaza Hotel. We've got at least 10 wrestlers from the past, as Ross would call them. And Jake the Snake Roberts will be there. A lot of great people, a lot of great comedians like Alonzo Bowden will be roasting these guys. It's all at bobzany.net, so check that out.
Awesome. Nice. We had Jake the Snake in here.
Yeah. I saw his penis.
Oh, you did?
I did.
And now you know why they call him the Snake.
Yeah, he wrote that on the wall. He wrote exactly that on the wall.
Hey, that guy's done.
This is why you don't do Zoom calls with Jake the Snake. He just pretty much.
Yeah.
Every time.
He's good now. He looks better than when we had him in.
I think to myself, like, I got to drink less or whatever. I'm like, Jake the Snake's
He's fine. He's fine.
And
he gave it like an extra 30 years.
Yeah, that guy.
I look forward to dealing with that in person. So thanks a lot, guys.
Well, Bob, we love you, buddy. We'll talk to you soon.
You guys are the best. And
okay. Hung up on him.
That's it.
I
thought we had like an hour with that guy.
No, it made me uncomfortable that time. It made me uncomfortable that time.
I was just getting started.
It made me uncomfortable that time. Oh my God! When you started fighting with him, I started sweating like crazy.
That's what they want.
He came at me.
No, I know.
He came at
sorry.
me. I had no choice but to.
No,
he
you understand what I mean. You're fine.
Well, that's
you're fine. You do whatever you
mechanism.
want to on the show. This is your show. I'm just saying I started sweating.
Yeah.
I started
Ross,
sweating.
we don't know why this is happening.
No, I do know. It's my fault. It's my fault. Why don't you blame me? Why aren't you blaming me? You should be blaming me.
Because I just want to say.
You should be blaming me.
I don't know why this is happening, but you
do
obviously
know why.
Well, that is better than me actually blaming you.
No, you just say,
why is this happening? And then me and you know why it's happening. Then it's an easier way
but then
for
I
me
just
to
say
say
it's
it.
me.
Yeah.
I'm the problem. It's me.
My favorite part is he forgot to do his plug.
Well, the comedy club he's appearing at got
shut down. So
Shut
But
down.
then he did the big tease at the beginning, like, I'm probably going to announce a thing at the end.
Yeah, but it's in November.
Yeah,
So far away.
Yeah. That's, again, my
you
fault.
can plug something in November. No one is going to remember.
How'd you guys set up that petting zoo that gig that far in advance?
How does he just get through it and want to go back?
I don't know.
Like that's what he was just,
And then who's trolling who? The listeners trolling us? Are we trolling him? Is he trolling us?
Oh my yes.
Do you understand what
The
I'm
answer is
saying?
yes.
The listeners say they
Yes.
like it, so they're trolling us.
right.
That's what Tom and I know. So we're like, okay, we'll play along.
Yeah.
But then Bob seems to power through like he's trolling us.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, hold on a
And then,
second.
like,
And then I'm
like, Bob, you
rearranged-
know this is not. No one's not gonna help you. You're promoting your show. It's not helping you at all.
I literally
waste of your
bumped
time.
him. I bumped him from our show 3 times. 3 times. Enough for any other reasonable guest to be like, you know what, this isn't a good fit. But not Bob. He's like, I'll be there. And then sure enough, he's in there.
We tried to bump him again today. I was like, oh God, how am I gonna fit it in? And then I was like, oh.
And the people that emailed in, they like him. They'll go.
I don't-
Whatever show he books in this area, they'll go and they'll take a picture with him
No.
and they'll send it to you. And they'll be like, look,
They
I
won't
met
go.
Bob. And they'll
That's the
buy
problem.
whatever terrible joke T-shirt he's selling. And they'll be like, look, I got Bob Zady's T-shirt.
No,
They'll
that's
do
the
it just to
problem.
troll us. I think you're right.
No, I don't think they will. I don't think
No,
they'll
they're not
go.
going to do it because they enjoy his comedy, Tom.
We're at a weird point where they'll only troll from the couch. They won't go to the show.
Yeah,
I don't
you're
think
right.
they'll go to the
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
Interesting.
I don't think
Yeah,
they'll go
yeah.
to the show. People are really, really lazy.
A certain amount of them, they'll be looking for something to do that weekend. They'll be like, let's go to that Bob Zany show, troll in real life.
And like Daniel's right. Everybody's just like internet trolling. Write an email. Like you're
Hey, Dan, get Bob Zany on. We love him.
yeah. It's like having a
Lied
hand.
to me.
You know what? Like, probably because how many people that were in that peanut line with you waiting an hour for peanuts were there not necessarily for the peanuts, but
For
to
the
like
hype.
take a picture of themselves in front of the peanut guy to post on Instagram.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, that's
So
the thing.
The Bob Zany's going to benefit from that. They're gonna go and get the picture with Bob Zany, be like, "We saw Bob Zany," get the 3 likes, and it's worth $10.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
We're booking him again, Ross. Because
You talked me into it.
yeah. If you don't stop bothering us, we'll just be like, fine.
But we will have to preface
the
now.
key.
If you're here
I
when
mean,
he's here,
if you
I'm going to
guys-
have to tell Zany. I'm like, Ross is here. You're mortal enemy now.
If you guys just want to jump right to the short of it all, like me and Zany and a joke off is what you're looking for.
That's
like,
what I'm
That
looking
is
for.
what he's looking for. How did you know?
I was gonna do it, and then I was like, "Oh
Give
God,
us-
I don't have the time. I gotta write this email, this
Or
client."
we could do an on-phone roast. We could do like a little roast battle.
All
If
right.
he's a roaster, if he's a roastmaster, McFoley's roast.
I mean, we could fly him in and
Yeah.
do this live.
Oh,
at
that's
Hard Rock
very
Live.
uncomfortable. Oh, my God.
Very JJ
uncomfortable.
Walker will show up. and get
Yeah,
him.
and
He
Jake the
lives
Snake.
here.
We'll get Jake the Snake's penis here.
Yeah, he'll scream dynamite.
Do you think you got
he won't.
bonkers feature money? I don't
He
know.
won't say that.
I know,
That's
I
the
know.
one thing Jimmy JJ Walker will not say.
That was 20 years ago. I bet he'll say it now. He's
That's true.
screaming it loud.
Dynamite!
yeah. He'll
I
say
bet you
whatever.
could trick him into it. You just be like, Jimmy, do you know what Alfred Nobel invented?
Is he dynamite?
Gotcha.
That's actually a really funny sketch that we're gonna debut that sketch at Fringe this year. Me and Ross. It's called JJ Walker.
Ross, are you going to be
We
at
gotta take a break.
anywhere?
We gotta take a break.
Yeah, well, according to Bob Zany, I'm a road comic, so just find where he's had
That's
it.
where it got uncomfortable
It
for
was
me
like, just-
because it felt like nationally touring comedian, been doing it a long time.
And
does
you're
it-
just a road dog.
Yeah, and it made me sweat.
One of my personal favorite things, though, is somebody making something up to denigrate you about. I'm not a road comic. What are you talking about? I haven't done comedy 5 miles away from my house in like 3 years.
I like that. I like that.
But also, isn't insult like? Did I insult him by saying like he's been road comics have more?
Some people, because he probably
thing though.
Well, see, because road comic implies like no fixed base of operations. I'm sure he has a house he lives out of and like goes and does stuff on weekends here and there. Whereas like
Yeah, he's based out of Nevada.
You're
For
just living in
example,
your car essentially. Or
there's
like
a couple
hotel to
guys from
hotel.
around here. One of them's going to be at the Mo Comedy Jam coming up, not in November, I think a little sooner than that, but MoComedyJam.com for info on that. Ricky Reyes, our feature at the Mo Comedy Jam, he was a road dog for a long time and literally like living out of a car. There's a guy, Patrick Garrity, who's like an Orlando guy, and he does what he calls the never-ending comedy tour. He's just always in his car driving to the next gig, and for I think she's more left coast based now, but Carmen Morales for a long time, just
I remember
lived in her
it.
car,
Yeah.
got her laptop stolen every 6 months like clockwork. and because her whole life was in her car and she had to park on bad streets to do comedy.
What an interesting way to live. Just literally
Hakeem Woods, that dude lived literally in his car
for a long time.
And just going from one hotel to another hotel.
Or they call them comedy condos. The a lot of, if you have like, I don't know, like Side Splitters in Tampa probably has a comedy condo just because it's cheaper, like it's,
they own it and they just put their, it's like an Airbnb.
Put your comics in there, yeah.
Okay, interesting. Maybe that's although probably a good way to cut your teeth and become really hardened and good at what you're doing because you're just.
I think it can be,
Absolutely.
but I think there are also people that did it where it was like, wow, what a terrible way to learn comedy. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, well, it's probably an unhealthy way to live.
It's like anything else. If you use it as a step on the way, but you can get stuck there too. Like there's dudes that are probably like road comics that have been on the road since like the 80s and maybe are even still doing the same act. Like I've told you guys about that guy one time I saw in a Bonkers room that was doing like Monica Lewinsky jokes. And he's just some dude that's been on the road.
Didn't we just hang up with that guy? Sorry, we just had him on. Yeah, he was just here.
We let him on the show.
You insulted him.
This guy was doing Monica Lewinsky jokes, not Monica Lewinsky setups with no punchlines.
Hey.
Come on,
Yeah,
Bob.
like
I hope he's listening.
Bob doesn't watch this.
You're
a hardened road
Bob
comic,
doesn't know. He doesn't watch this.
Yeah,
are you crazy?
He'll never hear
He
this.
doesn't even know who he talked to.
I'm going to DM it to him on his unused Twitter that he features on his homepage.
If you ask Bob, what's the show you call it in Orlando?
He
Would
goes,
he even know?
Tom and Dad.
He'll say Tom and
He has a
Dad.
page with a bunch of media tags linked, and you guys are not on it.
No, because I can't figure out how I got into this. It's my fault. It's my fault. I take full responsibility for it, and now I can't get out of it. There's nothing can be done.
I have a little bit of familiarity with this, and I'm sure he booked a gig in Orlando or something, and he Googled Orlando podcast or Florida podcast, and you guys popped up, and he's like, I think it was
through Porky's.
Okay.
Oh, that was
and then
original.
the Porky's guys, they like set it and forget it, and then like they're done. Right?
Yeah.
So like the
And they
Porky's,
just-
but the Porky's guys are gonna go to all the comedians that they booked with us and be like, well, just so you know, we're done now.
And Bob has like the organization or the routine of Media Mondays or whatever. Is like, oh, this is when I'm promoting my gigs.
That's good. Write down Media Mondays.
Yeah, I wrote it down. That
Is that all you got today?
Yeah.
Tired.
All right. We're going to do the BDM show next. So if you're a BDM, you could hear it, and we'll switch over to the BDM Facebook. But we'll see you on ACT tomorrow.
How about Finish a Joke Tuesday?
Yeah.